The vast cold waters of the North Atlantic have long been a source of both sustenance and fear for humanity. For centuries, brave sailors from Norway and Iceland have navigated these treacherous seas, returning with tales that stretch the very limits of imagination. Among the most enduring and terrifying of these accounts is the legend of the Kraken. This was not merely a large fish or a whale. It was a creature of such colossal size and power that its very existence seemed to defy the natural world. These stories, whispered in taverns and recorded in ships' logs, painted a picture of a monster that ruled the darkest depths, a true titan of the ocean. The Kraken was described as a creature of immense proportions, a living, breathing leviathan that dwarfed even the largest sailing vessels of the time. Its body was said to be as wide as a small island, and its most fearsome features were its many powerful tentacles, each one thick as a ship's mast and strong enough to snap wooden hulls like twigs. Sailors spoke of its enormous, unsettling eyes, which glowed with a strange light from the abyss. The sheer scale of the creature was difficult for anyone to comprehend, and its appearance in the frigid northern waters was considered a terrible omen, a sign of impending doom for all who witnessed it. These stories were not just simple tales to frighten children. They were deeply rooted in the experiences and anxieties of those who made their living on the sea. The ocean was a place of great mystery and sudden, violent change. A calm day could quickly turn into a deadly storm, and ships could vanish without a trace. In this environment, the idea of a monstrous entity lurking below the surface provided a tangible explanation for the unexplainable. The Kraken became the ultimate symbol of the sea's unpredictable and destructive power, a living embodiment of the dangers that awaited anyone who dared to venture too far from the safety of the shore. The legend also contained specific details about the creature's behavior. It was said that the Kraken did not always attack directly. Sometimes it would create a powerful whirlpool by submerging its massive body, pulling unsuspecting ships down into the depths. Fishermen also believed that an abundance of fish in one area was a sign that the Kraken was feeding below, attracting smaller creatures to its presence. While this might promise a good catch, it also came with the terrible risk of disturbing the slumbering giant. This dual nature, a source of both potential bounty and certain death, made the Kraken a truly fascinating and terrifying figure in maritime folklore. One of the most remarkable aspects of the Kraken legend is the idea that sailors could mistake the creature for an island. Imagine, if you will, a crew weary from a long journey, spotting what appears to be a small, uncharted landmass on the horizon. They might drop anchor, perhaps even attempt to go ashore, only to have the island suddenly shudder and sink beneath the waves, its true, monstrous form revealed. This powerful image captures the sheer, unbelievable size attributed to the Kraken. It was not just a large animal, it was a living piece of geography, a creature so vast that it could be mistaken for the very earth itself. This concept was famously documented by the Norwegian bishop and naturalist Erik Pontoppidan in his work The Natural History of Norway in 1755. Pontoppidan did not dismiss the sailors' tales as mere fantasy. Instead, he collected their accounts and presented the Kraken as a real, albeit rarely seen, animal. He described its back as being 1.5 miles in circumference, covered in what looked like seaweed. He wrote that after it submerged, the powerful currents it created could be felt for miles, and the whirlpool it left behind was a danger to any vessel caught in its pull. His writing gave the legend a sense of scientific credibility. Pontoppidan's descriptions went further, detailing the creature's supposed life cycle and habits. He suggested that the Kraken spent most of its time on the sea floor, only rising to the surface occasionally. He even speculated on what it ate and how it rested. By treating the Kraken as a subject of natural history, Pontoppidan helped cement its place not just in folklore, but in the serious discussions of the time. His work was widely read across Europe, and for many, it was the definitive account of this incredible beast. The bishop's scholarly approach made the monster seem all the more real and all the more terrifying to the public. These historical accounts were often accompanied by illustrations on sea charts and maps. Cartographers of the 16th and 17th centuries would frequently decorate the vast, unexplored areas of the ocean with drawings of fearsome sea monsters. In the northern oceans near Norway and Greenland, one could often find depictions of serpentine beasts and, of course, giant, tentacled creatures resembling the Kraken. These maps served as both a navigational tool and a warning. They visually reinforced the idea that the world's oceans were not empty, but were instead populated by incredible and dangerous life forms, with the Kraken reigning as the most formidable of them all. For centuries, the Kraken remained a creature of myth and legend. But as our understanding of the natural world has grown, we have begun to look for the reality that may have inspired these fantastic tales. The deep ocean is the largest habitat on Earth, yet it remains the least explored. It is a world of immense pressure, absolute darkness, and cold. And it is here that we find creatures that are every bit as strange and wonderful as those from any sailor's story. The most likely candidate for the real-life Kraken is a truly magnificent animal, the giant squid, or Architeuthis dux. This is a creature that we now know to be very real. The giant squid is a creature of staggering proportions. While perhaps not the size of an island, specimens have been found that measure up to 13 meters, or 43 feet, from the tip of their body to the end of their long tentacles. They possess the largest eyes of any known animal in the kingdom, each one as big as a dinner plate, perfectly adapted for seeing in the pitch-black depths. For a sailor in a small wooden boat encountering such an animal, with its pale skin, enormous eyes, and powerful sucker-lined tentacles, would have been a truly terrifying experience. It is easy to see how such a sighting could grow and become exaggerated over time into the legend of the Kraken. For a very long time, our only knowledge of the giant squid came from carcasses that washed ashore or were found in the stomachs of sperm whales, their natural predators. The scars left by squid suckers on the skin of these whales gave us a tantalizing clue about the epic battles that must take place in the deep ocean, far from human eyes. It was not until 2004 that the first images of a live giant squid were captured in its natural habitat, and the first video was filmed in 2006. These breakthroughs confirmed what scientists had long suspected. A real-life sea monster, a true Kraken of the deep, did indeed exist. While a giant squid is certainly powerful enough to put up a fight against a sperm whale, it is highly unlikely that one could pull down a large sailing ship as described in the legends. Most accounts of ships being attacked are likely exaggerations or misinterpretations of other events. A ship could have been damaged by a hidden reef, a rogue wave, or even a collision with a large whale, and the crew, in their fear and confusion, might have believed they were under attack by a monster. The giant squid, therefore, is not the monster itself, but the seed of truth from which the grand and terrifying legend of the Kraken grew. Though we now understand the scientific origins of the Kraken legend, the monster itself has never truly left us. It has swum out of the old sea charts and into the vast ocean of our modern popular culture. The Kraken continues to thrive in books, films, and video games, often appearing as the ultimate deep-sea antagonist. From the classic line, "Release the Kraken," in the 1981 film Clash of the Titans, to its appearance as a formidable foe in the Pirates of the Caribbean movies, the creature has become a globally recognized symbol of immense, untamable power lurking just beneath the surface of our world. The Kraken's role in these modern stories is often to serve as a final epic challenge for the heroes. It represents a force of nature so great that it cannot be defeated with simple weapons or courage alone. This taps into a very primal human fear, the fear of the unknown and the unknowable. We can map the land and explore space, but the deepest parts of our own planet's oceans remain a mystery. The Kraken, in its modern form, is a thrilling reminder that there are still places in the world that are wild, dangerous, and beyond our control, which is a concept that continues to fascinate us. The enduring appeal of the Kraken also lies in its connection to the natural world. It is not a magical dragon or a ghostly apparition. Its origins are tied to a real animal. This connection gives the legend a sense of plausibility that other myths might lack. It blurs the line between fantasy and reality, inviting us to wonder what other incredible creatures might still be waiting to be discovered in the unexplored depths. Every time a new, strange species is found in the ocean, it reinforces the idea that our world is full of wonders, and the possibility of a monster like the Kraken doesn't seem quite so far-fetched. Ultimately, the legend of the Kraken has survived for so long because it speaks to the power of human imagination when faced with the great mysteries of the natural world. It is a story born from the fear of the sea, nurtured by the isolation of long voyages, and validated by the discovery of a real-life giant. The Kraken reminds us that for all our technology and knowledge, we are still small in the face of nature's immense power. And as long as there are dark, unexplored waters on our planet, there will always be a place in our stories for the monsters that might be lurking there,